Okay, so I have my two different colored strands crocheted up, and I have an example body and head crocheted. If you're paying attention, you'll notice that this is not the same head and body that I would use for the Day of the Dead girl, but it is the same head, so it'll work for demonstration purposes. And what I like to do, since this is a little bit fiddly, is I like to tack things into place using straight pins. And then once everything is laid out the way I like, I'll go back around with a needle and thread and actually tack things into place more permanently. One thing you'll notice about these is there is a right side and a wrong side to each blossom. The right side you can identify, let me zoom in a little bit better. The right side you'll notice has these little V's around the edge. The wrong side has more bars. And this isn't hugely important, but every little detail to keep consistent will improve your overall product a little bit. So, depending on how OCD you are about having every little thing in place, you can pay attention to this or not. I'm just trying to provide you with as much information as possible about how I would actually go about doing this. And what I like to do is I start at the back nape of the neck, and that's where my crown will fasten in the back. And I'll start with the red facing right side out, and the charcoal also facing right side out. Let me find the end of this thing here. So I'll have this facing right side out, and I'll have them sort of stagger a little bit, and I'll pin them into place. I'll use two pins just to make sure they're firmly stuck in place, because I'm going to be sort of yanking on this a little bit and I don't want the whole thing to go flying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these two at a time. I'm going to make sure that they're both right side out, and then spin it around the other color. And then I'll make sure my two next red are facing right side out and spin it around the charcoal. And I'll just keep repeating that. Make sure the next charcoal is facing right side out. Spin it around. Make sure the next red is facing right side out. Spin it around. And as you see, they're sort of twining around each other. You have sort of a coil. Just to keep my progress, I will go ahead and stick a pin in there so I don't have the whole thing unravel as I'm working. Let's see, the next one will be charcoal. Spin it around. Red, going right side out. Spin it. Charcoal. Spin it. And there could be slight variations in the ratio of the length of this versus the size of the head, depending on what kind of yarn you use or how much stuffing you put in the head, this, that, and the other. And that's why I like to leave a long tail on the yarn in case I want to make the crown a little bit larger, or if I want to tear out some of the extra stitches on the end if I need to make the crown smaller. And of course, at this point you might be asking, is there maybe a more straightforward, less fiddly way to make a crown? And the answer is, of course. You can just make if you don't really need the blossoms, you could just make a couple of chains and make more like a circlet. You could use ribbon. I think they sell a couple of ribbons that already have little rosettes sort of interspersed. Various novelty yarns will have various bumps and bobbles that would work sort of in lieu of crocheted rosettes. So really just use whatever appeals to you. You could even use maybe like a string of beads if you had some beads on hand that would work well for a crown. And as I said, this crown I think is a little bit too long for the head. I have a couple of extra rosettes that I'm just going to go ahead and tear out. So I'll have a total of maybe, I guess, 10 rosettes on each strand instead of the 12 that are indicated in the pattern. Alright, I think that'll work pretty well. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead, let's see, where did I leave my hook? I'll pull these loops so everything it won't unravel. Take another pin and pin it into place. And I do recommend that if you have pins that are a different color from the yarn, use those so you don't lose some of them when you're actually going around to stitch this into place, because you don't want to leave straight pins in your finished item. But anyway, that's pretty much how I would make the crown, and then I would just go around with the needle and thread and tack everything down and pull the straight pins back out. I'd probably trim up these yarn ends and just leave sort of like a tassel running down the back. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.